Hi, this is Tracie Fisher from Campground Manager today, and for this video I want to talk to you about TeeSpring. It's a new option for ancillary income for campground owners, and I think you're really well suited for it because you have groups returning and they're enthusiastic and they might just like some of the designs you make, and you could run a campaign. What I love about this is it costs zero money to set it up. If the campaign doesn't tip, meaning if you set for 20 shirts and only 15 sell, the campaign doesn't tip and the orders they're not fulfilled, you don't get charged anything. So it's a no loss situation. You can run it up the flagpole. If it doesn't fly, it doesn't cost you anything. If it does fly, you make a little money on t-shirts. And even more than that, you have some really custom options for your campers, which they might think are really cool. So we're going to do a walkthrough. I'm going to try and keep this video short. This one might run a little longer than I like, but we'll see. So I'm going to go and log in. And let's get started here. This is your dashboard, and it'll show you up here in the corner. You can choose your campaigns, you can have a draft in there, your account settings, and these things. But I want to launch a new campaign. This is so simple, and if you have your logo, or just to begin with, number one, the more colors you use, the more expensive the shirt is going to be for you. And so if you can have just limited colors, that's to your advantage. You have the option of doing t-shirts, you can do tank tops, you can do hoodies, you can choose the colors, and there is camouflage and athletic wear, and that looks very much like the regular t-shirts to me, but it must be more stretchy. So what we're going to do is start with a basic tee, because later on you'll be able to choose a couple of different options. And let's say we're going to upload some art. I'll upload something that I have. You click here. Okay, I just uploaded a little throwaway image that I have here, and here's where the options begin. You can drag this out if you want it to be big in the middle of the shirt. You can make it small and move it up if you want it to be one of those that's up on the chest pocket, the chest area. If you don't like it, you can click the trash can and get rid of it. Here you can use this and you can rotate it if you want. But let's just say we're going to go with this image on the pocket, just for demonstration purposes. We're going to go with that, and then also I'd like to add some text. So let's say it's the Smith family reunion, and we can do this 2014. Now, like most of these other things that we work with, well, let's make this a little smaller. And I want to change the font. We can make it cursive. Let's see, this is going to end up too big, so what I want to do is do that. Smith Family Reunion 214. And we can change the text color. Now what's interesting is that little logo that I added, it's using all of these colors. It's because there are shades of color in there. So to reduce our price, let's choose one of the colors we're already using. Let's go with this. And if we went with a light color, we'd have the option to do an outline. We could do an outline like that, and then choose the color of the outline. There's a lot of things you can do. You can kind of mess around in here for quite a while if you're not careful. So let's just stick with this, and let's reduce this smaller, And we can move it up over here. You know, this is really, I'm not a designer. It really is something that can be messed with for a long time. But basically what we're looking at here for a white t-shirt with this, if we set our goal at 50 shirts, they'd cost us $12.95 a piece. And that looks kind of nice with the navy blue, doesn't it, right there? Let's click a navy blue. $13.75. So our costs are going to change depending on the color of the shirt. Right now I've chosen the Hanes tagless tee. Your price would change depending on which kind of a shirt you chose. So for this purpose, I like the navy blue. Let's go with that, and let's go to our next step. Here's where we set our goal. What they're telling us, it's going to cost $13.75 a shirt. If we sold it for $16, we'd get $2.25 per tee. So maybe there's only 30 people that you can think of. Maybe we only want to make a goal of 15 shirts. Let's go down to 15. And if we sold them for $23.99, $2.32 a tee, it's not a lot. If you reduce your colors, that's when you start to make some more money. But for these demonstration purposes, we're going to go with that. And if we reach the goal of 15, we would make $34. So let's go to our next step. And here's where you would name it. You know, Smith Family Reunion 214. And you know, this will be, I'll show you in the end where this comes up. We're glad you're back. Show your family colors. And here's an idea where you really could say, number one, it's limited. This is going to run for as many days, from 7 to 14 days, however many days you want. And so make some notes here, you know, or it could be a limited edition, you know, 2 weeks only, something like that. You know what I'm trying to get at. Our campaign length, well, what I wanted to mention here too is you could say there's a discount. You order in the next 2 weeks, there's $5 less. But either here nor there. Campaign length, let's set it for 10 days. You can go up to 23 days apparently, 10 days. And you can name it. You can name this anything you want. Smith Fam Reunion. And you have so many letters, so that'll work, because you'll be able to send them this link and take it right to it. Now you have the option that everyone who buys, the company would ship the whole lot of them to you. People could pick them up, or they just get sent to each individual person, and then they bring them with them to the campground. Here's where we have some choices. Here we can also choose a purple woman's tee. We could choose, let's try a royal hoodie, and they've already set these prices for us based on what we set here. So it'd be a hoodie for $37. Let's just go with that, and we agree to the terms and service and launch the campaign. Oh, I'm gonna have to cancel. Oh, I should have previewed. Okay, so we actually have a live campaign here. This is the URL that we created. And this is the information that we put in there, this selling information. Here's where the additional options come up, and when they click on that, it should convert. Oh, there we go. It takes a little time. Sometimes when I'm running the video software, it slows other platforms down. Yeah, or this would be a hoodie. We'll give it a couple of minutes to switch. There we go. It's pretty looking. It tells them that don't worry, you won't be charged unless the goal is reached, and how many days are left, how many is sold. And this here would give them a close-up of what the printing looks like. And so the campaign is live. Now you could contact TeeSpring and let them know if there's different colors that you want that didn't come up as options, especially as new people on the site. You get more options the longer you're on here and the more campaigns that you run, and it becomes more automatic. But you could contact them, and I would say within, give them 48 hours. Typically it's 24, but within 48 hours they'll make the changes that you want. And so then you let your family reunion people know. You send them an email, let them know that there's a campaign. If they want these t-shirts, that's fabulous. And if they don't, it costs you zero money. So this is TeeSpring. I think it's a great opportunity for campground people to have some ancillary income and to create something really cool for your campers, your groups, your teams, your events. You know, certainly walking the Mackinac Bridge in Mackinac City would be a real good idea. You can run your own t-shirt. You don't have to buy inventory. You don't have to stock inventory. It's easy breezy. And that's what I wanted to show you today. Thank you very much for listening.